Alright guys, I'm just going to explain the homework for next class. The last two classes we've been spending our time talking about netiquette, so the rules and manners to follow online, and also we started to get into digital citizenship, this most recent class. And I kind of want to just tie up the unit a little bit by allowing you guys time to reflect personally on those two topics. So I'm going to ask you to come up with about 2 to 3 paragraphs worth of reflection on 3 questions I'm going to ask, and I'm going to be posting these questions on my Tumblr, but for now I'll just kind of state generally what they're going to be about. All right. So the first thing is, why do you think it's important to understand the rules and manners to follow online? The second question, how have you and do you personally follow proper netiquette, and how do you not follow it? Or in the past, has there been an instance where maybe you haven't been following it as properly as you maybe should have, based on your own instincts and also what we've talked about in class? And then the last question is, do you believe that the actions that you take online today could affect your success later in life, such as college or a career later on down the road? So think about how the decisions and the actions that you're making and taking online today, how could that affect your life in 3, 5, 10, 15 years from now? And then if you do or don't believe that your actions could affect your life in the future, why or why not? All right, so I just want a little bit of an explanation. So your choices for, this is the fun part, your choices for this reflection don't have to be a written text post. A text post on Tumblr, like this one, this is a text post right here. Key vocabulary for your digital life was the title of the text post, and then I typed in the vocabulary. You can do that. That's totally fine. You can do some sort of slide presentation and attach that as a file or a link if it's an online tool that you know of. Or you can get a little more creative, and instead of writing, you could speak your reflection. So right now I'm using a tool called Screencast-O-Matic. Right here, www.screencast-o-matic.com, which is a screencast tool. So basically how it works is, as I'm speaking, the microphone is picking up my voice, and I'm clicking around to my different tabs I have open, and you guys are seeing exactly what I'm seeing as I'm talking. So if you have anything on your computer, anything that can be on your computer screen, you can pick up with Screencast-O-Matic. And so if you want to speak your reflection, that's totally cool. If you happen to have internet sites or pictures or a slideshow or written words that go along with what you're saying as you're speaking, that's sort of the point of the Screencast tool. So that might be a good tool if there's a visual component that you really want to use in your presentation. The other tool, the third option, is simply just recording your voice using a tool called recordmp3.org. It literally creates an MP3 file, and you can either create it as a file or you can create a web link that just goes right to this website. You can link it on your Tumblr, and I'll click on the link on your Tumblr when I go to grade these reflections, and it will play your recording, which is pretty easy and pretty cool. So the choice is yours, either a text post, a screencast, which would be using Screencast-O-Matic. There are a couple of other screencast tools, and if you can get those to work, feel free to use whatever you're comfortable with. Or the third is the MP3 file, which just picks up your voice. All right, so the choice is yours, and again, I will be posting links to these tools and the questions on my Tumblr, so it will be posted under homework number 3. All right, have fun and good luck.